Hi, greetings and God bless. I've been meaning to do a video about these patterns that exist in media that tell you who the organized crime, family, the secret society that they're doing their gang signs. Sorry. And so when you see the number 33 or 23, which means 33, the number of 11, which is destruction, and I know it's very popular in the New Age, but it's a number of destruction and judgment. And I just wanted to also point out, so when people are doing the OK sign, the each curve is a 666, the number of the beast. The number of man, and I don't really understand all of that, but I just know that that's not it's not good for humans, and it's it's a spiteful thing. It's trying to insult God. Also, you'll notice they'll stick out their tongue, either stick it out all the way or stick it off to the side. And this has to do with like either a serpent sticking out its tongue or a dead lamb having a tongue stuck out. And now I'm thinking about, you know how there's those popular pets with weird, like all the teeth are gone, they're really deformed. And so the tongue is hanging out all the time. And so now this is considered popular to have your pet, deformed pet. So its mouth, its bite is all weird, and it doesn't have teeth, and its tongue sticks out. And I'm just realizing that kind of breed of a deformed dog or deformed animal with the tongue sticking out, that's actually this Luciferian symbology, and it's wrong, it's vile, it's disgusting. And when humans are doing it, when media people are doing it, and they think it's fun, it just shows they're in this demonic Luciferian cult. Also, the victory sign, or what's commonly known as the peace sign, is actually the sign of the Baphomet. And it can be either like a V, or it could be two fingers together, as if you're plucking the bow of an arrow, which is what the two-fingered one, it's destruction through peace. And whereas the other one, where it's the victory symbol, is more of a destruction through violence, like more overt violence, or at least that's my understanding. And so I have a typo in here, but Proverbs 6:12-13. I'm sorry, Proverbs 6:12-13. A naughty person, that's supposed to read a naughty person. A wicked man walked with a froward mouth, which means a perverse mouth. So what's a perverse mouth? A weird, doing something weird with your mouth. He winketh with his eye. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. So I'm talking about the victory sign or the Hail Satan sign. You'll see everybody doing the Hail Satan sign, and people who are using American Sign Language will be like, well, I love you is the Hail Satan sign. Well, the woman who created American Sign Language, whose name is escaping me right now, but she was a theosophist. She was a Satanist. She was a Luciferian. So, and these Luciferians are prolific. They have infiltrated and commandeered our culture, our civilization. So, yeah, like just because they are portrayed as a nice person doesn't mean they were, or maybe they were a nice person, but they were still a Luciferian, an active Luciferian. Proverbs 8:13, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, and the froward mouth do I hate. So God hates that twisted mouth. He that winketh with the eye causeth the sorrow. So those people who are doing the one eye, and what, you see a lot of magazine articles where they're covering one of the eyes. And so the covering of the eyes, the darkened eye, and there's more in the Bible about a darkened eye. And it's also like referring to like the eye of Horus, I believe. And it's also referring to kind of turning a blind eye to evil. And the biggest evil and the most important thing, what makes this evil world go round, is human trafficking, child human trafficking. And child human trafficking isn't like, oh, we're just going to have them sew buttons. No, child human trafficking involves the torture and consumption and human sacrifice of children and attempt to steal their souls. So human trafficking, it's not just, oh, well, that's too bad. I mean, it's like the most worst thing, and you do not want to facilitate it in any way, by turning aside. Jeremiah, ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Now, this is I think, my discovery of the current female to male transgenderism right now. And if you look up in the news, you'll see all the time, or you'll see enough where uh, a biological woman has gone through hormone transition, and she's still had sex with a biological man, and then goes to the hospital, says, oh, my stomach's bothering me. Like, so nobody knows that they're pregnant. Nobody knows that they need to give birth, because they are appearing as a man, and they're not disclosing they are taking hormones. And so sometimes these babies die, or the female to male is now a father. But anyways, this was predicted by Jeremiah, in my opinion. So that's my brief kind of primer, or just basic review of what we see in the Luciferian cult that has commandeered our civilization and our media. And you see it everywhere. And we just think, oh, that's a little weird. They're sticking their tongue out all the time. And for some reason, they have to do the OK sign, or the V sign, the peace sign everywhere they go, or the Hail Satan sign. Oh, well, the Pope has to do that, and the President has to do that, and the Queen of England has to do that. And musicians are doing that. And, so it's because they're all in the same club, and it's a secret society, and it's Luciferian. So keep praying. God bless.